Hi everybody, Colin Shadwell back for another YouTube video here of throwing things on the wheel. I haven't posted anything in a long time. I've been kind of preoccupied with a ceramic tile project that I'm working on that I'll post on a video on here pretty soon. But for now, I thought I'd go back to my classics here. I really love making giant bowls that have holes cut out of them. So I've come back in here and I got on the wheel the other night and just said, you know what, I'm just going to make something that I'm really comfortable with, just to make sure I don't lose my touch. You can't lose your touch. You always got to be throwing. If you're going to be good on the wheel, you gotta throw a lot. You can't just take long breaks. You can see my daughters getting their hands in there. They're playing a lot. So anyway, I've got, I would call this maybe 5 pounds of clay. And again, I had someone ask me the other day what kind of clay I use. This is B-Mix, which I buy from a local ceramic store here called Funky Fire Darts. It's really nice. It's a high fire stoneware clay, and I've found lots of success throwing with it. It's really smooth. I said it's kind of like throwing butter. It's really kind of just flows through your hands, which is really nice. So I'm just kind of going to go out for a straight flared out look for this one. So I'm just kind of trying to keep the edge here somewhat straight, as I'm just using my rib tool here. I have this big giant wooden rib tool, which is great for bowls. It's just perfect. You just kind of get a general bowl shape, and you just use this to kind of slowly just stretch this guy out. So I really try to make the bowl with my hands. I try to just get the clay, pull it up into the thickness that I want, and then I just kind of stretch it with the wooden rib. So now that it's turned over, I'm going to go ahead and do my cutouts first, because the edge is actually starting to dry out pretty quickly, but the foot is still pretty wet. So I'm just going to kind of trim the edge out here, get this sort of flat, get my foot somewhat on the outside where I want it, but I'm not going to actually carve the foot until later. So using my rib to smooth this out. And then I just went on Photoshop, and I just created an oval stencil. I kind of knew the rough size. I wanted it about 3 inches tall and maybe about 2 inches wide. So I just made a 3 by 2 inch document and made an oval with it. And then I'm just going around and sketching this out with the stencil first to make sure that my lines are right where I want them. So I'm going to do 4 here. And then I thought a couple different ways I could go. I had a longer stretched out oval that I thought maybe I'll do some in between stuff here. But I think I'm just going to go around and do this same oval all the way around. So I really like the look of negative space in a bowl. I know they're not functional in any way, which I don't think they're meant to be. I mean, obviously you couldn't put popcorn in this because you'd lose all your popcorn on the floor. But the idea of having a bowl that's supposed to hold something, but actually it can't, that you can see right through it, really is starting to appeal to me. So these giant negative space cutout bowls are something that I've kind of gotten custom making, and I like to make. They're kind of like coming home, I guess you could say. So once I get all these cut out, I'm going to take a wet sponge and just really gently, not pressing hard at all, and switching the direction of my wheel, just kind of getting in and around all these to just kind of smooth them out. I don't want sharp edges, so this is a kind of nice way to just kind of round those edges over to get them where I want. And then I'm coming back once this is dried out a bit more and trimming the bottom. Sorry, my camera angle here. I'll kick the camera in a second here to kind of make sure I'm in the right spot. I realize that I'm pointing a bit low. There I go. So again, I'm just going through here, and this has got a pretty deep foot. I'm not going to do much on the outside. I'm really just going to kind of try to carve a foot on the inside here, round this over. This is still a little more wet than I wanted to, but this is the problem of trying to throw when you're can only throw in the night, in the evenings, since I'm back to teaching during the day now. So again, I'm just going to flip this guy over, smooth over these edges, and then try to make it look nice and pretty and round it over. So this is all I'm going to do. No chattering tool, just simple oval cutout. So here's the final result. Nice big gaps in these bowls. That looks pretty good, and I've got a couple more of these coming out here, so expect a few more videos over the next couple of days. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay tuned for more.